Hello everyone and welcome back again with Hogwarts Legacy Part 2. في الجزء إن شاء الله الجزء الثاني راح نكمل معاكم قصة شيقة في عالم هاري بوتر. Or shall I say, Harry Potter. Without further ado, let's go on and complete the game. Okay, we're inside the dorms. That's what they call them. Go meet everyone in this, what is called the common room. Find your common room.
I
Think
suppose some
I found
introductions are in order.
introductions are needed as I pose. Slytherin students. Hello. Hello.
Might want to think that again.
Hello. Oh. What was that? Nice, an aquarium. Quite fascinating. You're under like a cave or a dungeon.
Might want to think that again.
Milderius. Ominous.
I think I heard one.
Heard what?
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting.
Mm.
Based on all the chatter when you entered the common
Why is he
room,
like
I'm
looking on the
guessing you're
side?
in fifth year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
But I'm standing literally like over there, and he's like looking on the side. Memorable? Oh, more like terrifying. I'd like to make an entrance. Yeah, that's
Well,
supposed to be.
if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house.
Yes.
Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Did you suspect you'd be in
Were
Slytherin?
you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of
Salazar.
the 4 founders of Hogwarts.
Yo.
Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac.
Oh.
Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Do memories often appear outside the common? Oh, that one is.
Thank you, Ominous.
Thank you,
Very
Ominous.
nice to meet you.
Pleasure
Very.
was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
I think he's fallen in love. Oh, dear Ominous, so don't fall in love.
Might want to think that again.
I think she's like an arrogant.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Ah,
Checkmate. Told you.
told you.
You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
Yes.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it, and I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you fly a lot?
Lots of time to fly during school.
I make the time. There's
Oh.
nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
So I would say farewell then.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. She's a possible like competition. Are you like a guard or something like standing in front of this plan? Oh. These guys.
Well, I suppose.
Sebastian Sala.
No. Can I help you?
Oh my god. Okay.
Ah, you're
You're
the new
doing-
5th year. I'm Sebastian Sala.
Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive.
Impressive.
Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Well, the feelings that the character showed, it was like she was terrified, you know, but me, it was really thrilling, exciting, so yeah.
It was dreadful, certainly.
Yes, but
quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective.
it is.
How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
We shall. Nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
Who?
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Okay, so that's why she was standing over there, Violet, or whatever her name. Revelio. Let's get up. Professor Oh, what are these new things? Professor Weasley is waiting for me. That's how Professor Weasley speaks. Listen.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
Yes, I
I've been
am.
thinking of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
We shall
Especially
not.
as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
Owls.
OWLs. Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Nice.
Here you are.
What is this? Hogwarts book of something. Shit. Nice.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide.
Wizard's Field Guide, like in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
All that's expected of a fifth
The
year.
Fantastic Beasts Wizard
You're
Guide.
advised to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Nice. She just hid it in her
Thank you,
armpit.
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have.
Okay,
Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
we shall. Shall we?
This way.
Wait a sec. What is this?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also...
But
train
why
you
is
to
this
be
not
aware of your
opening?
surroundings.
I think that's like a fast travel point or something. Nice, that's cool. Okay, let's go. Slytherin house, whatever. Just please, can we run?
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
I'm keeping up, like, really.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue?
I
and
did.
see what details it
Collect. Cleepe's tattoo. Statue. What is this tattoo thing? Forgive me. The statue depicts the Cleepe, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain. You just unlocked the field guide challenge. Okay. Open the field guide. Continue. Whatever. 1-9. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Clever, isn't it?
Collection updated.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that,
Sure.
inside and outside of the castle.
Okay. For I, Agatha Silver Heir, shall not let anything pass my eyes. By the way, where's Ron Weasley? Oh, I'm sorry. He's not born yet.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to
Flue
get around
flames.
quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. in the map. Nice, that's the castle. Here. Can see. Change the map and continue. See. Okay. Sure. That's the one. Trap.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These
Quite the
stairs
time
lead
saver.
directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Oh.
Always something happening here.
Or
It's the heart of
that's
the
a book
Hive,
or something.
our
What?
King's Cross Station, so to speak.
So to speak.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay, so Hogsmeade is like the area where like you go and buy stuff, I believe, like potions and like herbology stuff, whatnot. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did,
Yes.
Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
Yeah.
My suspicion is that there's more.
Why is she like when she's
story
speaking
than
like
a
she
search
burst
for belongings
something?
and
What the
an
hell?
extended trip up to the castle.
Okay, my suspicion is that there's more story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle. There is, in fact. So this first answer is gonna be like me being honest with everyone about the incident that happened. And I'm afraid there isn't as like it me being mysterious. So I would like she's trustworthy, you know, like all of the Weasleys. So I'm gonna trust her.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Okay.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
I love this like
Well, I'm just glad you
a
both
feeling
learned
that he's gonna be
these
mad
things.
about what I just said.
Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
He's
Very well.
speaking. Okay, that was the
Now,
bursting
I
thing
need
like,
to get
behind
to
her.
class
Okay.
myself. Might I rely on you,
Those.
Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Shit.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And
Surely.
we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Can't wait to get to Hogsmeade or what? That place.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
I told you, like, I hope I didn't say too much. Yeah.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Okay.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute.
Astute.
It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more
Flexibility.
with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster.
Oh my
It
god.
would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
What? Okay, open the map. Continue. So we're gonna just select like one or something. Okay, select this one. Let's say
The map is
enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead. What with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies,
Including your own wand.
You'll
Oh,
enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional
Ollivander.
friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Attend the defense against the dark arts class. We shall. Okay, that's shows us. That's actually nice. There's an owl. 2 owls up there. Oh, look.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Yes. Travel broadens them. Oh.
Is that all you've got?
Oh.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it.
Knowledge.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care
Levioso.
to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now,
let's practice what we just learned.
Starting with something small.
Levioso. Okay, they're gonna teach me the Levioso now. Okay, go in there and then like this, that, do Levioso.
Levioso.
Just as Hermione Granger did, levitated the feather.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Shall we? Training dummy. Okay, so Levios.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okay, it's
See
deflecting.
how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Levios. Okay,
A
number 2.
surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Good. Well done.
Nice. He fell on his face.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, Protego. You may
Protego.
This should be easy.
Stupid
Tiger. Complicates things. This can't be your first duel.
Okay, so the spells do charge. Okay, there's like timing for them to charge. Stupefy.
try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Told you he's like having a crush on our
I
character
put
or
you on
something.
the spot, and you rose to the challenge.
Rose
Points
to the challenge.
Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh, she gave us like points on like.
Opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
You
I
shall.
demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
They
A classroom
must
duel
achieve
is
it.
one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can.
Hmm?
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
Can
Class
talk
is
to this
dismissed.
guy over here, like.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Keep things friendly.
I enjoyed that.
That duel was quite something.
Something.
Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice.
Hmm.
Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of a wand combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a
Certain exclusive, unsanctioned.
dueling organization.
Right. Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether
Really?
it's joining a secret dueling club or
Sneaked into the
restricted
station.
section of the library.
Why did he mention
Just
that?
have to be clever enough not to
Get
get
caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep
Keep
that
that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps
The
some
way
other
that the female
conversation.
characters like chatting,
We'll
they
see if
put
your
their hands in
performance
like
today
this,
will
and
be
it's
enough
like so
for
elegant.
actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
Luke and Brat.
If you're interested.
I'm interested. I'll crush your skulls. Revelio. Defense against the dark arts class. So we have a class up there.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
What is this? Nice. So we're drinking tea. I don't think she's liking it. Oh, her face. Get down over here and just go up there. A rhino. What was that? That sounded like the Lumos spell. Okay, maybe this guy. Dum Dum loves gum gum. How wonderful. What happened? Is she like trying to sleep? What? Okay, let's get up. Actually, the game is like quite nice, and like the aesthetics of the whole game is like really matching Hogwarts school, and it's unbelievable, breathtaking. Okay,
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Ronan,
Sometimes have to remind him to finish them.
begin the quest. Muggle-born students, too much to hope for.
behind you.
Behind you.
There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
That's a nice
Hello,
accent.
I am Nettie. So you
Nettie.
are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Sure.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms?
It's easy.
Anyone? Anyone? Hmm?
As the name indicates, color change and growth.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Like what, Accio or like Wingardium Leviosa or whatever.
We're in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands.
I believe it's
Only
Accio.
one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Yes, Accio. Accio. See how this happens. Yes.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
So she's the best in the class.
That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Sport? Okay. What?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
So is it like pulling the ball into like these colors and then you have points or something?
Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. That's it.
Okay.
Very good.
This is gonna fall. Let's get stop. It fell.
Not to worry. Excellent control there.
Guess we're stopping on the green. It's like a break.
Very good. Points
Very
to
good.
Slytherin.
He gave us
But there's
points.
certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
Let's go.
Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
What? Okay, I'm gonna be just like mischievous and try and use her like an obstacle, you know? Use this one. Nice. Okay, so she's like using this one. I'm gonna use the one behind it. Yup.
Quite impressive.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna go again from this angle. Use it.
There we go.
Yup. I actually won. Remarkable. Beat you.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
What again? So I... Nah.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Indeed.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Okay, Mr. Nye, let's see. Oh, she got blocked. She got blocked. What? Okay, so I gotta make like now. Stop. 50 points.
Very good.
That was hard. Gotta say. Okay, push it, push it, push it. That's fortunate. Gotta take this one by surprise. No. I gotta wait. No. $50.
I will get you back for that.
You get me back. You can't get me back. So I did push it like, okay, so if I push the balls, like her balls, and then they fall, it's like I get more points. 50. Yup. Perfect score. Again.
Perfect rounds. You're a natural.
Can I say I am?
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you.
Really?
It took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year.
Wagadu.
My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world.
So they're from Uganda. I'm really not interested, so nice to meet you.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Better not keep him waiting.
Of course, you can use
a word, if you would.
Yes.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
Really?
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Okay.
Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Quest complete. Not gonna talk about the fact that the code was like dangling over there.
Student, aren't you?
Samantha Dale.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about.
Really?
Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's kind of you to say. It wasn't challenging. Okay, spear.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Because you suck. So now, I want to thank you all, shukran, for watching this episode. And without further ado, we shall say our goodbyes. And it's not a farewell, but it's a goodbye. Because we're going to meet again in the next episode. Adios!